Yeah.
You feel like his relationship with your sister-in-law is inappropriate?
Yes.
Tyga and Kylie, what do you think about that? Do you think Kylie's too young for him?
She's a baby. She needs to go to bed.
For today's lesson, we're going to be discussing the downfall of Kylie Jenner.
But after launching another random business and getting caught doing ads for a weird mobile game called Travel Town, the allegations are that Kylie is broke.
Her shit is going under. Like, what happened to Kylie's skin? What happened to Kylie Baby? And now Kylie Cosmetics is about to be no more?
The sale has laid bare one of the Jenner family's biggest secrets, which is Kylie Cosmetics is not nearly as big of a business or as successful of a business as they spent years leading the entire world, including Forbes, to believe.
They might have looked at each other one day and said, wait, we have nothing in common.
Okay, so what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna lie on me. Come on, you cheat on that every single night.
I hate even having this conversation over and over and over again because it feels like it's a waste of my breath. Because, like, I've never cried about this before, but I guess it does affect me.
Let's get into it. Let's be honest, finding a doctor shouldn't be so complicated, but it often feels like it is. That's why I love Zocdoc. Zocdoc is a free app that helps you find in-network doctors and book appointments instantly. No more guessing or endless Google searches. With Zocdoc, you can filter for doctors who accept your insurance, are located nearby, and highly rated by real patients. From primary care to mental health to dental, Zocdoc has it all. Most appointments have been within 24 to 72 hours, and yes, same-day bookings are a thing. So stop putting off those doctor visits. Head to Zocdoc.com/Sloan to find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Sloan. Don't wait, your health deserves it. Welcome back to the Let's Get Into It podcast. Today we're talking about Kylie Jenner. Yes, King Kylie. We're going to talk about how this reality star, born into a famous family, has become a billionaire, or at least Kris Jenner likes to say so. We'll peel back the layers of her empire, exploring the cracks in the Kylie Cosmetics facade, from lawsuits to accusations of misleading business practices. Then there are her eyebrow-raising sponsorships. Like, does anyone actually believe that she uses the things she's promoting? We'll also break down the most infamous feuds, from her icy moments with Jordyn Woods to her rumored clashes with other celebrities. And of course, we can't forget the elephant in the room, her relationships, many of which have raised some serious questions about age gaps, power dynamics, and public scrutiny. I mean, how did Tyga get away with dating a teenage Kylie? And Kris Jenner couldn't care? Whether you love her, hate her, or just cannot figure her out, Kylie Jenner has mastered the art of staying in the headlines. So let's get into it and unpack how the youngest Jenner sister was able to get out of the shadows of her older sisters. Now, Kylie was born August 10th, 1997, in Los Angeles, of course. And at just 10 years old, she became a public figure. I mean, she's on a reality show, so I'm assuming she's a public figure now. And she is now putting her life out on display, whether she wants to or not. Because, of course, being the youngest child, it's not like she's going to have any real say whether she wants to be on the show or not. And plus, I don't think a 10-year-old really has the ability to consent to something like this. Because do they, I mean, especially at this time when reality TV was so fresh, there's no way that Kylie knew the implications of what this would mean for her life. I mean, granted, she's in a very privileged position. We don't really know what kind of trauma she's had behind closed doors. Either way, I just think it's selfish that Kris and at the time Bruce, but now Caitlyn, we're going to be respectful, how they could have come to this agreement that it would be okay for these children to be just a spectacle for the world, especially with the other kind of storylines that were going on in the show that were inappropriate. And you guys know what I'm talking about, that Ray J tape. But at just 10 years old, Kylie grew up in front of millions, navigating adolescence and early adulthood under intense public scrutiny. I mean, imagine yourself at 10 years old and then having to look back on some of those moments.
Is there anything that you wish the cameras hadn't seen?
Probably my stripper pole episode.
So Keeping Up with the Kardashians started in 2007. It ended in 2021, but you guys know The Kardashians is now on Hulu. It's like they took 1 year off. In 2022, their Hulu show started. Keep in mind that Kylie also had her own spin-off show. It was titled The Life of Kylie, and it was back in 2017. And I actually do remember watching the show, and it was okay. I mean, it was a lot of her and Jordyn. Now, to talk a little bit about her early business practices, she and her sister Kendall went and they launched a fashion line in PacSun, which I remember seeing those pictures everywhere in PacSun while in the malls. This is interesting. Kylie and Kendall also ventured into publishing back in 2014, releasing a young adult dystopian novel, Rebels, City of Indra. Although the book was written by a ghostwriter, the sisters maintained creative oversight, showcasing their abilities to diversify their brand. Wait, that is so phony.
Me and Kendall are in New York for a meeting about our book. It's a sci-fi novel, and we wanted to do something that people didn't really expect. I feel like Kendall and I get judged a lot, and this was just something that we could do, so it didn't have to be about us for a little.
You're telling me that Kris Jenner just, she didn't get an offer from somebody for, some money, a few $100,000 to, hey, I've got this book I written. Like, I really wanted to go somewhere, but no one cares about little old me. Can I put your young daughter's name as the author? I'll be the ghostwriter and they'll get like credit, but not really. I don't know. That's so weird to me. Kylie Jenner's an author of this, what is it called again? City of Indra. Okay, I haven't been there before. Shout out to the Indrian people. If you're in Indria, comment below. Now, that same year that she was writing her book, she was also getting some lip injections. People noticed this, and there was that trend, the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. Did you guys try that? Because I remember people were getting busted and bruised lips because Kylie got her lips injected, even though she denied this. People were mimicking her appearance by taking a shot glass, sucking on it, making lips all swollen, and it looks so bad.
Ever since I was probably 15, I've been obsessed with lipstick, and I was insecure about my lips. So I went to a store and I bought every single lip liner that looked like the color of my lips, so people didn't think I was wearing lip liner. And I would just overline my lips as much as I could. But I could never find a lip liner and a lipstick that were the perfect match. So that's how Kylie Look Good started.
It wasn't until the following year in 2015, after everyone ended up busting their lips, that she came forward and she admitted that she has temporary lip fillers, which, what the hell? I mean, fillers are always temporary in a way. I mean, or they migrate away in your face, but or around, you get that weird, puffy lip. But it's so weird that she has to lead with the temporary lip fillers. They only last 24 hours. Let's be real. We all know how filler works. It's just lip injection. Now, Kylie admits that her smaller lips was an insecurity of hers, which is what led her to her brand, Kylie Cosmetics, in 2015, which had the lip kits. The initial release of these lip kits sold out in a minute, showing that Kylie Cosmetics was going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I went on the website at 8:59, refreshed it at 9, and it immediately said sold out. So proud of her.
She expanded the brand to include other makeup products such as eyeshadows, blushes, and highlighters. In 2018, the products became available through Ulta. Wow. Ulta girlies, comment below. The success of her beauty line led to additional ventures like Kylie Skin, a skincare that launched in 2019. Kylie Baby, which is a collection of baby-safe hair and skin products. Interesting way, I knew about the Kylie Baby brand. I thought it was more clothing and things like that. So what other products does it? I mean, a baby has baby moisturizer, right? But does she have a whole line? Are they doing a hyaluronic, serum? Got to do my toner, my mist. Got to do the wash, the exfoliant. What? How much does a baby need? Okay, so it's not actually its own brand. I thought it would be a different brand, but it's under the Kylie Cosmetics line. What does she have? Gentle, shampoo, okay. Gentle conditioner, all 4 stars, all around the same amount of reviews. I always look at that. 27 reviews, wow. Soothing balm for what? Oh, a moisturizer? Oh no, this is the moisturizer. What is the soothing balm for? Hand balm? Oh, you get the bundles. Okay, towels, brushes. This looks. Oh, is it missing a? It's missing one of the things, Kai. Oh, it's got a hole right in there. Is it supposed to do that? Looks like one of the things fell out, Kylie girl. Yeah, we're looking at the website right now, and oh, that's all you get. Okay. Oh yeah, see the baby lines right here. She's got her skin, fragrance. I actually have her fragrance in my bathroom. I was gifted it. It was not my purchase, people. Yeah, I have this one. It actually smells pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. She works with some of the best people, because you can honestly slap your name on anything if you are able to build this idea that like people want to be like you or smell like you or have lips just like you do. Kylie obviously mastered her business practices, which I think is a lot of her character and then her mother behind the scenes, leading to 2019, where she was declared the youngest self-made billionaire ever at just 21 years old. However, the title of course sparked widespread debate, with critics arguing that her family's fame and resources gave her a significant advantage. The controversy reopened in 2020. I love talking about this. I've talked about this before on my main channel, when Forbes released an investigation claiming that Kylie was not in fact a billionaire. They were given inflated record saying that she and her company were worth much more than they actually were. Forbes now thinks certainly that Kylie Jenner is not a billionaire, and Forbes doesn't play around. Granted, I don't really believe a lot of the statements they make. They had people go and investigate this, because that was quite a claim to say that she was a self-made billionaire, and going to the accountants, they started to deny giving paperwork. They didn't want to give the records that Forbes needed to like solidify that, she's a billionaire. So why don't you just show the paperwork if it's not a problem, because it's not accurate.
But we were provided with proof in the form of tax returns that Kylie herself signed. Plus, analysts and industry experts verified what Kylie's camp was saying, that her business was doing at least $300 million in revenue every year.
While we can't prove that those tax returns the Jenners sent us were fake, we're pretty sure now that they were.
Now, maybe Kylie Jenner and the Kardashian clan left Forbes with a bad taste in their mouths, but either way, she persisted, and actually in December 2021, she was the most followed woman on Instagram. That was until, of course, 2023, when Selena Gomez outfollowed her, and she now has the most followers, which is crazy to think about. When's the last time you needed to go to a doctor but put it off? Maybe you thought it'll heal on its own, or I don't have time to figure out which doctor to go to. Let's face it, we've all been there. Finding the right doctor can feel like such a hassle, but thanks to Zocdoc, there's no excuse to delay anymore. Zocdoc is a free app that makes finding and booking in-network doctors ridiculously easy. Whether you're looking for a primary care physician, a dentist, a therapist, or even urgent care, Zocdoc has you covered. You can filter by doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, and are highly rated by real patients. Once you found the right doctor, you can see their actual availability and book your appointment instantly. No waiting on hold or dealing with outdated websites. The best part, most appointments happen within 24 to 72 hours, and you can even snag same-day visits. I use Zocdoc, it's a game changer, so stop wasting time Googling symptoms or settling for subpar care. Head to Zocdoc.com/Sloan to find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's Zocdoc.com/Sloan. Take control of your health today. Now we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk a little bit about some of her relationships. I know you guys, we've been talking about like Timothée Chalamet nowadays, but I want to take us back to the beginning, back before Travis Scott, before baby Stormy, to Tyga. Now, Kylie's relationship with Tyga began under a cloud of controversy. They reportedly met when Kylie was just 14 years old at her sister Kendall's sweet 16th birthday party. Now, at this point in time, Tyga was 22 years old, and he was there to perform for her party. Of course, this was all filmed for the show, so we saw moments where you could see Tyga hanging out with the Jenner sister. In an alarming incident, Tyga admitted to contacting the 14-year-old girl on Instagram. The relationship between Kylie and Tyga raised questions about the family's oversight. One person on Reddit pointed out they knew what they were doing. Tyga and all of them waited until Kylie was 18 to come out publicly and make it okay because she's an adult. Some people ask, why would her parents allow her to go and hang out with a rapper when she's like 14 years old, 16 years old, and then 18, they're magically dating? Some people claim that Kris Jenner exploited Kylie's fame and her relationships for publicity and financial gain. Blac Chyna has been vocal about these allegations, asserting that Kris allowed Tyga to groom Kylie when she was just 15 years old. Chyna also accused Kris of orchestrating Kylie's relationship with Tyga, who was significantly older and already a father, all for the sake of fame and clout.
I feel like it ran its course, and then he started talking to Kylie at the time, which is like, I think she was like 16 or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we was like engaged and stuff. So that's kind of like what ended it.
Now, Blac Chyna and Tyga were together. They had a child together, and ultimately he left her for Kylie. Their breakup led to many fans and popular news outlets speculating that the pair had begun to date. In October 2014, Kris Jenner spoke on Kylie and Tyga in an interview, reaffirming the two were just friends. But by summer 2015, people weren't buying Kris Jenner's narrative. Tyga had gotten a tattoo of Kylie's name earlier that spring. He also joined the Kardashians on a family trip to Paris. At the time, Tyga was 25 and Kylie was only 17. Now, Khloe tried to switch up the narrative and help her sister out. And when she was asked about Kylie's relationship with Tyga, in my opinion, she just made things worse. According to Khloe, Kylie is not a normal 17-year-old. I'm going to stop you there, Khloe. She's still a minor. But let's continue. Khloe says, you're not going to say, hey, so what are you doing this weekend? And have her say, having a slumber party at my girlfriend's or going to prom. That's not what Kylie does. Kylie is taking business meetings and bought her first house. Or she's on a private plane with Karl Lagerfeld to take a meeting. That's not even what people do in their 30s. It's a rare circumstance. So let's treat this as a special case. I don't think... Even though she's like, I mean, you guys are working her to death as a teenager, I don't think it's a special case that she's not even like fully developed, okay?
Yeah. You feel like his relationship with your sister-in-law is inappropriate?
I think that that's a good question right there. You know what I'm saying? I think that I think he got in early. I think he was smart.
It didn't help whenever Kylie then appeared in one of Tyga's music videos. It's for a song titled Stimulated. He raps, they say she's young, I should have waited. She's a big girl dog when she's stimulated. He goes on to say, I'm gonna do what the F I wanna when I wanna. She's a big girl dog, I'm putting it in, I'm penetrating, I'm getting big, I'm stimulated. Now, of course, Kris Jenner had to have approved of this music video, probably heard the song, which is really cringe. I mean, we all know that she orchestrated Ray J and Kim's tapes. She signed all the documents. She got it all in order to sell these tapes. They were never actually leaked. So it kind of like feels similar to that. And there's no doubt in my mind that Kris knew exactly what was going on between her minor daughter and this mid-20-year-old, especially when we see moments like this on the show where he's like talking about her butt, giving her compliments, and she's literally 17 years old.
I see her jiggling.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really jiggling.
Now, it's odd to me how supportive this family is of this young Kylie dating Tyga. Like, why do these sisters approve of this? Why is everyone so more than okay with it? Amber Rose, who is one of Kanye West's ex-girlfriends, actually spoke about Kylie and Tyga on The Breakfast Club. She said their relationship is gross, that Kylie was way too young. And then Khloe decided to go and defend their relationship again on Twitter.
Yes. Tyga and Kylie, what do you think about that? Do you think Kylie's too young for him?
Kylie's Bash's age.
The law thinks that she's too young for She's him. a baby. She needs to go to bed at 7 o'clock.
Khloe actually quoted Amber Rose saying, I was a stripper since I was 15 years old, she told Fox. She continued, please don't worry about my sister who has a career and her stuff together. At only 17, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Amber Rose said, I'm happy you brought up the fact that I was a stripper at 15. I'll be that little blank to support my family like your older sister is a blank to support hers. We're even. I guess she's saying like, I'll be that like hoe or something. Like I'll be, wow. Okay. Again, trying to push this narrative that they're actually exploiting their younger sister, who again is just a minor. So Kylie and Tyga fought hard for their relationship, but you know, she's young. So they would break up and get back together, but they finally parted ways in 2017. Kylie started seeing Travis Scott shortly after the split, prompting Tyga to take to the radio, The Breakfast Club, to announce that he had emotionally moved on from their relationship. Kylie doubled down on the claim that they had ended things on good terms, stating that there was no bad blood between them. Now, I think Tyga was a little bit in shambles after the breakup. He didn't really know what to do with himself because he was like more powerful with Kylie. He actually went on to Nicki Minaj's Queen Radio, and he actually went on to say that their relationship wasn't as authentic as maybe we thought it was, and that Kris Jenner was like kind of running the ship and trying to push them for views. And it actually like kind of goes back to an earlier theory we have that maybe Kris Jenner was just exploiting like Kylie's relationship so that they could go and get attention for it.
And there was a lot of codes being taught. It was like, you can do this. You should start this. You should start doing your hair like this. Or you should do this. You should adapt because you need black people to work with you because you need culture. If you ain't got black people behind you, you ain't got nothing. Ain't nobody gonna listen. You can't influence nobody. So I had a lot to do with all that.
Now, before we get to Travis Scott, I'm going to jump around in the timeline a little bit because after Travis Scott, she was linked to Drake, and she had been like kind of familiar with Drake for years now. You know what Kendrick Lamar says, Drake likes them young. Though, again, their romantic relationship rumors really sparked after Travis Scott, and we're going to get to Travis Scott. Do not worry. I want to quickly talk about Drake. The connection between Kylie and Drake have intrigued fans and tabloids for years, blending elements of friendship, professional ties, and speculation of something more. The rumors of a romantic relationship actually began in late 2019, shortly after Kylie split from rapper Travis Scott, who she shares a daughter with. Reports claimed that Drake and Kylie had mutual feelings for each other, and the two were frequently spotted at the same events. While sources close to both denied anything serious, the ambiguity surrounding their relationship fueled public curiosity. Reports claimed that in late 2019, the pair were spotted spending more time together romantically, sparking a frenzy. Sources close to Kylie noted that she was enjoying Drake's company and saw him as charming, while others insisted that their connection was nothing more than a close friendship. Drake, again, yeah, he does like them young. I mean, we saw him with Millie Bobby Brown hanging out, and she was way too young. My videos on those always get age restricted. It's so annoying. I don't know why. We're protecting Drake. Drake has had long ties with the Kardashian-Jenner family, performing at Kylie's sweet 16th birthday party in 2013. It kind of reminds me of like the Tyga thing. Also, like, why did like Kylie got like Drake to perform? That seems like so much better than having Tyga perform. But interesting, like Kylie got with like both performers. Like Tyga came for Kendall's party and then she got him, and then Drake came for her 16th birthday party. It's weird because they've got an 11-year age gap, which I just think is, again, like red flags. Also another red flag that he had been romantically linked to Kim. So I wonder if he's hooked up with like two of the Kardashian sisters. I wonder if there's like a guy out there who's like been with like all, I mean, obviously not all of them, but like what a sicko. But I'm trying to think. I mean, Travis Barker linked up with Kim and Kourtney. So he's got two of the sisters. And then it seems like Drake has had Kylie and Kim. I wonder, oh my God, it's such a weird thought. Think below. Is it a comment below? Think below. Comment below. What do you guys think? I'm trying to think. Who else could be someone who's like hooked up with, because I do think they are messy like that. There's definitely like a group of them or some guy. Imagine if someone has three. That's okay, this is getting way off topic. It is giving me grooming energy. I mean, look at Drake at 27 years old and Kylie at 16. What a sweet 16. Wow. Tense. Drake has also rapped about Kylie Jenner in the past. In a song featuring Future, an unreleased song, he raps, "Yeah, I'm a hater to society. Real stuff. Kylie Jenner, that's a side piece. Yeah, I got 20 mother effing Kylies. So yeah, definitely kind of sexualizing her. Despite the public outrage over his lyrics, Kylie reportedly didn't mind. Insiders say that she wasn't offended and found the situation amusing and that she wasn't surprised. Interesting. You weren't surprised because he probably flirts with you and you have this whole thing going on. Now, Kylie Jenner's most intense relationship by far has been with Travis Scott, who I want to say right off the bat, like, I understand like he's got decent music, but what is up with this guy? He seems like he has zero personality. It literally doesn't make sense to me, but Kylie began dating him in April 2017, and this was right after her breakup with rapper Tyga. Their romance moved at lightning speed, with Kylie reportedly becoming pregnant just 1 month into their relationship. Of course, the timeline is very messy, and there was a point where Tyga even publicly stated, "That is my kid," because she'd gotten pregnant so quickly with Travis that, you know, it's kind of the timeline is a little bit fishy. Despite the initial excitement surrounding their relationship, Kylie and Travis became embroiled in controversy. Their romance was overshadowed by persistent allegations of cheating by Travis, that he was romantically involved with an Instagram model, Roseanne Carr. We're gonna call her Young Sweet Ro. That's what she's gone by. And if you guys want some history, this channel actually, way when I created it, I started doing like what I do on my main channel, talking about like pop culture stories. And one of the first stories I started making videos about was Young Sweet Ro and Travis Scott and how he was cheating on her. I mean, I could go back and find videos that are so old that have been privated of me talking about this situation. I was so intertwined. I was messaging Young Sweet Ro. She was talking bad about me. We were kind of feud. I would go live and talk about it. Her friends would come and reach out to me and expose her and talk about how she was with Travis Scott. So yeah, he was cheating on this on Kylie with this girl, a girl that he's known ever since like high school days. Young Sweet Ro has claimed to be romantically involved with Travis since 2013, years before he started dating Kylie. She's also come with her receipts. I've broken them all down in the past. She's got photos of them together, photos of them on trips together, and a lot of people credit her for the breakup, the Kylie and Travis's breakup in 2019. The drama intensified when Young Sweet Ro was spotted on the set at what appeared to be one of Travis Scott's music video shoots. Now, this was actually relatively recent. I mean, I really think it put the cherry on top when it comes to Travis and Kylie breaking up. Travis actually publicly acknowledged her, denying any involvement with her, calling her an uninvited person. He said that he didn't even know her, but of course, Young Sweet Ro came forward saying, yeah, you know me, don't try to play pretend now just because you are into Kylie Jenner, which Kylie has like blocked Young Sweet Ro, unblocked her, viewed her stories. Like, this girl has definitely gotten on Kylie's nerves, and she does not let Travis move on. I mean, she's been like a leech for years onto him. I would say she's a professional groupie, though I would love to interview her. Young Sweet Ro, I've publicly invited you before, but come on. I'm not gonna be mean. I don't bite. I just know way more about the situation, and I feel like you could fill in some blanks.
Okay, so what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna lie on me, because I've been good. I posted whatever story you guys wanted me to post. I pretended I didn't know you, went along with whatever narrative you guys wanted to, no matter how much like bull I got from it. But to say you don't know me and you've never been with me, when you've definitely been with me, when everybody's seen you with me, when I have pictures and videos of you with me, come on, sir. And I was invited to that video shoot, you guys. Like, come on, you cheat on that every single night. The whole city sees it. Don't do this.
Young Sweet Ro really did her big one by breaking them up. I mean, she really was just persistently there. I could see Travis with her one day because she's giving me like Hailey Bieber energy. Like, she's just always like lurking in the background, waiting for her moment. I found it interesting though, looking at these pictures of Kylie with her men, you could see that she definitely transforms her look to kind of like fit the guy that she's with, which to me kind of signifies how she's so young in these relationships that her mother had pushed her into. I mean, she literally left Tyga and then got with Travis and then became pregnant so quickly. She doesn't really know who she is alone. So she just morphs into whoever she's with, trying to figure herself out. Now we're going to get into some of her business ventures. We started off this podcast talking about how successful she's been. But you know what? I feel like a lot of people who are like that rich, like billionaire status, I mean, they got there for a reason. And sometimes they're bad ones. Sometimes they do some good things and sometimes they're not. And we're going to talk about some of her worst business moments. Now, I do want to talk about the billionaire status thing one more time, just because after she was given this title, Forbes quickly retracted it. They posted a shocking expose alleging that Kylie and her family had inflated her company's revenue and provided misleading financial information to the magazine. She sold part of her company, Kylie Cosmetics, away, and they claim even after pocketing $340 million from that sale, she's not considered a billionaire. Public records revealed that Coty, which acquired 51% stake in Kylie Cosmetics, sold for $600 million in 2019. The magazine suggests that the family actually used forged tax documents, and they actually probably used that same technique when they sold 51% to Coty. They inflated it all so that they could get a lot more money, even though it's not worth it. So Coty got screwed over, and Forbes is pretty embarrassed now. I mean, I personally will never trust Forbes. I mean, I do appreciate, though, that they recognize they made a mistake and they went back and whatever. But how many other mistakes have you made?
In selling to a public company, details about her business have come out. The sale has laid bare one of the Jenner family's biggest secrets, which is Kylie Cosmetics is not nearly as big of a business or as successful of a business as they spent years leading the entire world, including Forbes, to believe.
Kylie did respond to the claims. She wrote on Twitter, "What am I even waking up to? I thought this was a reputable site. All I see are a number of inaccurate statements and unproven assumptions. LOL. I've never asked for any title or tried to lie my way there ever. Period." Now, the damage was done, and I mean, from the jump, no one took this seriously. This article reads, Twitter goes wild after dictionary.com trolls Kylie Jenner as Forbes calls her a self-made woman. Dictionary.com is so messy for this. They tweeted out, actually reposting what Forbes said, and says, self-made means having succeeded in life unaided. Thank you for the definition, dictionary.com. Used in a sentence, Forbes says that Kylie Jenner is a self-made woman. One person posted on Twitter, calling Kylie Jenner a self-made billionaire is like claiming you made soup from scratch because you opened a can and reheated it. True. Now, Kylie's brand, Kylie Cosmetics, was built off of her insecurity and also women's insecurity about not being good enough and not reaching these beauty standards that the Kardashians put so high that even sometimes they can't reach these standards. Now, I want to talk about Coty, the buyer of Kylie Cosmetics. After Coty's acquisition of 51%, the brand faced increased scrutiny. Financial disclosures revealed a lower than expected revenue, leading some to question the long-term sustainability of the business. By 2021, interest in the brand seemed to wane, with newer beauty trends and competitors overshadowing Kylie Cosmetics. And it is interesting, like living in Hollywood, there is like 2 billboards on the roads of Santa Monica and La Cienega. And I think Hulu has one of them. But the second one was Kylie's billboard. I mean, every month there was a new picture of Kylie for Kylie Cosmetics, and it was like that for about 2 years. And I noticed this year, it's not Kylie Cosmetics anymore. It's not her. It was actually like Kylie Cosmetics. And on the other side was like Travis Scott's cactus drink or cacti drink or something. But I don't know what happened. Maybe she just gave up on her billboards. But it does seem like a lot of people are less interested in Kylie Cosmetics. I mean, comment below, ladies. When's the last time you bought something from that brand, if you ever had bought something from that brand? Now, Kylie's swim was a disaster in 2021 when she released these bathing suits, and they were not only thin and poor material, but I feel bad for, again, the ladies. Shout out to the ladies and the viewership. But the little part they give for your noo-noo, is that what Ash Trevino calls it? The noo-noo, the cookie down there, the little strip they give you for your private parts. I saw people critiquing it online. How are you gonna fit that in? Not that any no, if you had a penis, you definitely could not wear that. But even that, it's just even being a female, it's just a little tiny strip. It just seems like one of the cheapest money grabs I've ever seen before. This person tweeted, "The quality of Kylie Jenner's swim line is so cheap. I'm so disappointed."
So I tried Kylie Swim In.
Now, Kylie has tried to venture back into clothing, and she's actually trying to create some high fashion line. At the end of 2023, she dropped her first clothing label titled Kai, marketed as a low-priced luxury brand, in which she teams up with designers for each new collection. Months later, Kylie launched her first fragrance titled Cosmic in March 2024. A few days after the perfume launch, the Kylie Cosmetics owner announced that she would be venturing into the alcohol business with revealed hard seltzer called Sprinter, which I know people have tried it before, because I saw when it was like, they had like in West Hollywood, they had like a big setup, little pop-up. Of course, I wasn't invited. I think anyone can go. But anyways, has anyone seen anyone drinking a Sprinter? Like, I see people drinking White Claws, a little Twisted Tea, you know, if you're in the South. But Sprinter, I don't even know if I want, like, does it give you energy too? Is it also caffeine? Like, a runner, Sprinter. When I see Sprinter, I think runner. And I'm a jogger, a light jog. One user wrote on Instagram under her announcement, "It feels like it never stops. A relentless barrage of product with no real story, meaning, or reason behind it. It's exhausting." Another person added, "Kylie, you need to chill with all these businesses," which I totally get. I mean, Kylie Cosmetics was built off of the insecurity, you know, trying to make girls like have their lips looking big and overline them. And these just feel unnecessary. Like, do we need another seltzer brand? No.
I think that these celebrities are not as wealthy as we think they are, especially Kylie Jenner. Not that Kylie Jenner is like struggling or anything. I don't think she's like close to being homeless, but I think that she lives well beyond her means, and that's why she has a new business venture every 3 to 5 days. And it's why she keeps coming out with random businesses. She needs money to upkeep her lifestyle because she lives well beyond her means. All of the people that work for her that she has to pay, the nannies, the publicists, all of the people that work for her businesses. I read she had like 10 cars or something. She is not passionate about any of this stuff. She's throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks so she can make a buck off of you.
Now, Betsy Johnson, who's been in the fashion game for a while, had some problems with Kylie's brand Kai. Betsy actually accused Kylie of intellectual property theft, claiming that she had been using the term Kai name for her brand since 2019. Betsy said it's disheartening to see a large company potentially harm a small woman-owned business, expressing frustration over what she viewed as an unfair battle against a major celebrity brand.
Okay, so this is Betsy Johnson, not the other Betsy Johnson that we know. This is a different Betsy Johnson who created the brand products. She is claiming that Kylie stole her concept. And if you guys check out her page and like the clothing that she makes, I can see the similarness. It's not looking cute. Now, Betsy Johnson has worked with Yeezy before, worked with other mini artists. So it's kind of not surprising that they're all like in the same circle, in my opinion. Like, they are literally in the same circle. You know what I mean? Also, Betsy Johnson said that she contacted Kylie like months ago about her upcoming collection.
And it's not just Betsy who feels ripped off, because other designers, small designers out there who have actually worked with Kylie in some capacity or shared pieces or sold her things, realized that a lot of her designs seem really disingenuous, and like they copied her. Like she's copying all of these women out here in the designer world, just throwing together this brand, and it's probably the work of someone else. She's just slapping her name on it.
Guys, am I tripping, or did Kylie Jenner just rip off my entire collection? So my name's Jess. I own the brand Johansson, and I've had Johansson for like 10 years now. And we launched a collection so similar to the collection she launched, but we launched ours like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's been our signature range ever since. I've been getting like so many DMs from customers and friends and family just being like, "Is this your dress? Oh my god, you collaborated with Kylie, like congratulations," and all of these messages. And I'm looking at it, and we've dressed Kylie before, so I just thought it was old stuff. Eventually, after getting so many DMs, I started looking into it and took a dive, and I was so shocked.
Now, moving on from the clothing, in December 2023, there was such a weird post by Kylie. Actually, a lot of people called it embarrassing, which makes me think of that TikToker's point. I think Kylie is struggling to pay all these bills. I mean, in December 2023, she shocked her nearly 400 million Instagram followers by endorsing a mobile game, Travel Town, a move that seemed to out of step with her usual beauty and fashion brand. In the ad, Kylie admitted, "I'm not really a gamer, but remember this name, Travel Town," as she showed off the game and described it as cute. The promotion sparked a mix of surprise, criticism, and humor online, with a lot of people labeling it a sellout and questioning why the CEO of this successful brand of this Kylie Cosmetics and all these other damn brands is like promoting this game.
Okay, so I keep getting all of these game ads, and I'm not really a gamer, but remember this name, Travel Town. When they asked me to partner with them, I had my doubts, but now I'm hooked. So let me show you. It's a match and merge game. I'm gonna find things to match, and then you make something even prettier.
I mean, does that ad make you want to go and download the game? That's why she's like, remember this name. But let's move on to some other scandals that Kylie has been involved in. Now, Jordyn Woods was Kylie Jenner's ride or die. She was there from the jump. They were childhood friends. They grew up together. But you guys know this family intertwines, and it did not help when Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy, Tristan Thompson, was making moves on Jordyn Woods, and they ultimately kissed in February 2019. The incident took place at an after party at Tristan's house, where Jordyn was reportedly very touchy with him and stayed until the early morning. Khloe seemingly confirmed the rumors by posting cryptic messages on social media, which fueled the public fallout. Everyone turned against Jordyn. This scandal was massive and devastating for Kylie's relationship with Jordyn. Jordyn was living at Kylie's mansion. I mean, she was probably in the west wing, the west northeast wing. But anyways, she was living there and she had to move out. Friendship over. Here's a clip from the show where you can see Khloe talking a little bit about this scandal involving Jordyn. And it's interesting how Jordyn is the one who's in the wrong when Tristan Thompson is a serial cheater.
She didn't really say anything. She was just like, you know, crying the whole time. And I was just telling her, I'm like scared of you now, like that you're capable of waking up the next morning with a smile on your face. And then I pretty much told her.
Well, I'm sure they were turned. And you also have to keep in mind, I really think like Tristan is so sleazy.
Exactly what we've been talking about. Like you weren't thinking about True, you were not Khloe, not me, but you weren't thinking about yourself. Like look what you did. You could do whatever, but when it affects like my family, me, then that's when like it's a problem.
Now, Tristan did get some heat from the family, but definitely not as much as Jordyn got. The family's decision to embrace Tristan again, particularly after Khloe welcomed a second child with him through a surrogate in 2022, fueled further outrage. Tristan even moved into Khloe's house as they co-parent their children, a stark contrast to Jordyn, who was exiled from Kylie's life over the incident. They villainized Jordyn, but now it seems like Kylie and Jordyn are on better terms. We've seen them out and about, but it took years and years for this to recover. In February 2023, Kylie also got into another scandal involving Selena Gomez, and her good friend Hailey Bieber was there. It seems like Hailey Bieber and Kylie decided to go onto TikTok to make fun of how Selena Gomez got her eyebrows laminated. It's so petty and stupid, but it's clearly mean girl behavior. Fans were quick to call out the post, accusing Kylie and Hailey of being mean girls. The backlash was immediate, with many people rallying behind Selena Gomez. The controversy resulted in Kylie losing hundreds of thousands of Instagram followers, which led to Selena Gomez taking the #1 spot as the most followed female on Instagram, which must be so interesting to think about, like how many people follow her. It's like, if you accidentally post something, you are screwed. Kylie did try to fix this mess by commenting on TikTok saying, "This is reaching, no shade towards Selena ever. I didn't see her eyebrow post." However, fans were unconvinced, pointing to the timing of her post and Hailey's history with allegedly shading Selena. Now, similar to Tyga's sentiment earlier, it seemed like Kris Jenner wanted to leverage him and his culture as a black man to make, Kylie a little bit more interesting. Some people claim that Kylie has actually participated in cultural appropriation, doing things to make herself seem a little bit more racially ambiguous. Critics argue that she profits from black culture aesthetics without acknowledgement, which it does seem like there is definitely an influence when it comes to this family, and they do switch personalities. It's giving me Ariana Grande energy, how she's now in her white woman era.
The Kardashians fetishize black women's features and adopt their aesthetic without actually having to live the black experience. They've been called out for cultural appropriation multiple times, yet choose to hide behind the fact that they have relationships and children with black men rather than addressing the problem at hand. Having kids with black people doesn't automatically shield you from being culturally insensitive. That's not how it works. Simply wearing something because you like it isn't always okay. We don't live in a post-racial society yet, so in order to appreciate something, it's important to know and understand its history. And the Kardashians all too often decide to sport something or morph into it without acknowledging the historical and racial context of the culture they're taking it from.
Now, with all of these brands, all of these bills, all of these expenses, I mean, Kylie Jenner is rich. And actually, some of her displays of wealth have also drawn criticism, particularly during times of a global crisis. She was slammed for taking private jets on short trips, with one notorious incident taking a flight that only lasted 17 minutes. It was like from down the street in California. Fans labeled her out of touch and criticized the environmental impact of her actions, which with all these throwaway brands, her cosmetic lines, I mean, she probably is her and Taylor Swift are neck and neck. They are together ruining the environment. We see this time and time again from this family. They can't read the room. I mean, even during the pandemic, Kylie was over here showing off her purses, her closet, her Birkin bags. I know we were all bored at home, but it definitely speaks volumes when you see that she's sitting at home just admiring all of these millions of dollars worth of material items. There are people dying out here. What's the quote? People are dying, Kim.
Diamond earring came off in the ocean and it's gone. And there's people that are dying.
But yeah, that's a little bit about Kylie Jenner and some of her past, her rise to fame, and some of the controversies and the moments that she's had throughout the years. And, it's interesting, Kylie's case, because she's kind of like a child star. We think of child stars as actors a lot of the times, but she was, placed on television at a young age. She did not consent to this. It was the new era of reality TV, and she's now the result of a child star, someone who's been in the industry way before she even had any idea of what this industry is all about. I want to hear what you guys think of this podcast episode in the comments below. What did you think? And remember, we've got a new episode next week, so subscribe for more, and I'll see you in next week's episode. Bye, guys.